So as you can see, written there, bug ring, coming into lottery chicane as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curse big time, as he's discovering it's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. So as you can see, written there, bug ring, coming into lottery chicane as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curse big time, as he's discovering it's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. So as you can see, written there, bug ring, coming into lottery chicane as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curse big time, as he's discovering it's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. So as you can see, written there, big ring, coming into lottery chicane as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curse big time as he's discovering it's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to a lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. So as you can see, written there, big ring, coming into lottery chicane as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curse big time as he's discovering it's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to a lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. So as you can see, written there, big ring, coming into lottery chicane as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curse big time as he's discovering it's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to a lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. So as you can see, Rittenberg ring coming into lottery chicane, as I call it. Yeah, you got to ride the curves big time, as he's discovering. It's tricky, but you got to do it. So Grandad come up to lottery chicane. How's he going to handle it? Spin, commentator's curse. Quick sound check on this stuff. See how that sounds. Alright, good evening people. We got some connection problems here tonight with Gran Turismo by the looks of it. Some people coming in and out of the lobby, so I don't know what too much is going to happen, but anyway, to anyone watching live or a bit later, welcome to Midge Makes Super Series, Sprint and Endurance Championship. I think we're waiting for some more to join. The lobby's just been reset, so that's why it's slightly later than normal for when I start talking. Anyway, while that's sorted out, I don't know who is missing. Trying to think who I've seen in who's missing. Chris, I can't tell because the lobby's been restarted. Oh well, anyway, we'll see what happens. So we got 5-minute sprint in this DS3. Have a look, see what it was, can't remember. So fully modded, any mods you like, as long as it's 346 brake and 955 kilos. So a full setup is allowed, and that's basically it. It's in reverse championship order, but I don't have any championship standings to hand at the moment. I don't know why, haven't been released from last week. Let's have another quick check on Discord, see if it's in there. No, not that I'm seeing in there. And what about in there, no. Oh well. Who's missing? Right, anyway, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they run this race or not. Even though they sometimes only have a few, it can still be quite good fun to watch. So let's have a look, see what's going on anyway. So these cars, simple front wheel drive cars, easy to mod. Let's have a look at what people are doing. So in terms of mods that I can tell, Dragon Trail Gardens at forwards, one of the tracks with dodgy illegal curbs. which PD in their infinite lack of wisdom decided to put in there to make what would have been a sim more of a game. But anyway, that's what happens. Right, I was just looking to see if there's anyone else coming in, so I'm not too sure if we're going to start at 8:30 or there's going to be a bit of a delay. I don't think so. So let's go some external views, see how people are handling these curves. We've got Dodgers lagging a little bit, so we'll watch someone else. Kayla not running any liveries. Just got a message. Oh, I see. Right. So get Kayla going around, obviously doing this up to the hairpin. We'll take all of that inside curb, missed it, and all of that outside curb. So for whatever reason, he doesn't need to there. Yep, it's a bit of a lift into that corner, hold it a bit tighter. Ride that curb, ride the exit curb as much as you can. And then do a bit of a dab and float it into turn 1, roll it around turn 2. Just start getting on the power of turn 3 and floor it for turn 4 of that quadruple right-hander. He didn't get a penalty for that. I thought he might get a penalty for running wide there. Double right-hander, it's all about the second corner. You want to clip the curb so that you run right onto the exit curb. Maximum speed down the straight. Fastest lap. Oh, I know who's missing. It's Teflon. He was in earlier and he's been bombing in and out of the lobby, I noticed. So he might not actually be here then. I don't know, maybe he's rebooting. Don't know if anyone's listening, they can tell me if he's rebooting. In fact, I might just... let's have a look. He might have actually completely crashed. So anyway, yeah, that's surprising that you can actually ride that much curb on that. It's a little bit too much. But it is that kind of amount of curb you want to ride. He's even having to delay getting on the power even after the third corner. Wow. Quite an understeery, low grip beast then. Can he clip that curve? He can. But could have got a bit faster still. Look at someone else, let's see what Scary's doing. Not too far off Gear Kayla, so looks like there's two groups forming here. Which could be an alright watch. Here comes Teflon. Yeah, I bet he was rebooting his place. I bet he completely blue screened or something, I bet. So yeah, it looks like Scary Bikers are staying well away from those curbs. I got my keyboard up tonight, I have. So that's more like the curb you want to use on that hairpin. Probably have to straight line the exit quite a bit in this car if it's front wheel drive and scrabbling for grip. Better just say just in case. So how's he on the double apex at the end of the straight? Kind of missed that one. Yeah, I go for missing that one and hold it tight, just so you can swing out to get the most speed you can possibly get on the exit. It was a bad lap though, but Kayla only hasn't improved. He's just on a lap. He's just out. So what Dodger's doing. He was lagging around a little bit, but Kayla's kind of being a distraction. Yeah, I think we're about to start. How about sprint races? They're always fun. I think the bottom 3 will have NOS available, but no one's running it. In fact, I could probably get a good view of the start just by doing this with a small field. Let's see how this works out. A lot of brake is holding on the line there, but anyway, it looks like Dodger's had the best start. He's going to be going up down the middle. Is he going to get 3 wide by 3 wide? Yeah, Dodger's going right up the blue car, but looks like look at that. It's just it couldn't be more bunched up going into that chicane. The cameraman needs to sort himself right out. That's like Dodger actually, after making all that time at the start, just got hung out in that chicane. So Scary makes the break with Ricky following, get Kane up to 3rd, and Nana actually being driven by Grandad tonight, and to 4th. Dodger, one of the fast guys, got a bit of time to make up. Chris has lost the pack, so he's going to struggle. And Scary is extending that lead, but that's because Kane has been fighting his way past Ricky by the looks of it. So he was setting fastest laps in practice. Oh, Ricky's gone out wide. Can he get it back on the track? No, he's gone on the grass, so he's going to go all the way around the outside. Look, and there's nothing he can do. There's no grip. One little mistake, and that's the worst corner in probably in the entire game, pretty much, apart from the last corner at Willow Springs, to go wide on. Anyway, Scary is having his lead cut down by 3/10, and Grandad or Nana up into 3rd. Yeah, it's a bit of field spread actually, but 5-minute race, should be 3 laps. Kayla has target in sight. Can he do anything about it? Can Grandad do anything about it? Dodger's up to 4th. Oh, this camera view is horrible. It's a way to reset it. I've forgotten what it is now. Anyway, let's watch the front. So, into the hairpin. Scary a bit wide, but Kayla not really any better. Grandad had a better line. Dodger's not had such a bad line. Ricky has ended up letting Teflon through. Yep, that lead is coming right down. Oh, and Scary's using probably a little bit too much curb there. Lost another 10th maybe, but no, it's come back up. But look at that. Kayla's had a much better line into this section, and it's all about that first corner. And now he's in full attack position. What's he going to do? Send it on this corner or wait? No, he's going to wait. He's got a tighter line. Clip that curb. Oh, he had to lift briefly on the exit. If he'd have been able to keep his foot down, he'd have had him easier into turn 1, but he still might have it. Looking, thinking about it. Nope. And again, he's managed to hug that corner better. How's it run through the chicane? You make loads of time here. Yep. Kayla's lines look better, more controlled. Apart from the exit though. Scary got a better exit. I think the gap's sort of lagging up and down a little bit. For a quick look through the field. So get Kayla going nice wide in. Can he get a better run out? No. I think he might have even hit the rev limiter there. So back up to half a second. This will be the last lap. Can he do anything about it? He was better through. Yep, on the way into this quadruple right-hander. And he was better through it last time, and again he's tighter. He should be able to get the power down earlier. Oh, Scary's gone right out wide. This is going to come down to the last corner, so is he going to send it? He's got to send it, really. He's got to have a go. Yep, it comes down the inside. Oh, Scary's sort of half blocking it, but he's got to leave a bit of room. He's going side by side on the exit, and that's a good move. It needed to be done, and Scary hasn't got the momentum to do anything about it. Oh, they're going to cross the line. Oh, God. Scary didn't make it, but Gear Kayla did. He's going to get a victory lap. The timer was just running out in 5 minutes, and I thought they might have got an extra lap. So Teflon crosses the line. So I think, I mean, you wouldn't. Well, it's league racing. You can always make up for it. Nice victory lap for Gear Kayla. He can probably quit, and it'll still have him in first place, I think. But even if he did, it's league racing. It wouldn't matter what Gran Turismo says. It's what the people running the league say. So anyway, he's already got fastest lap as well, so he doesn't really need to do anything here. Yeah, and he's not really, is he? Chance to explore some ideas. Yeah, so into the last corner where he made that move a lap earlier. It was a solid move. And wins, and it's going to be by a lap. Such as the features of Polyphony doing their usual snatching defeat from the jaws of victory by putting these weird features in. Anyway, so Geekhead wins, fastest lap. Scary, nearly had it, but he just got outfoxed in the last corner. Nana being driven by Grandad in third, so that's good for him or her. I don't know, is it Grandad who gets the points, or is it Nana? Dodger fourth, had a good start but couldn't keep it. And then Ricky, Teflon and Chris, I think, all fell off the main pack. Has he reset that already? No, he hasn't. Right, so now it just needs to be set to 5 minutes in the same grid order as we just had. Yep, for 10 minutes sprint. I'll send that right now. If they can ready up quick, we'll get into it quick. So yeah, 10 minutes, all else is the same. And setups, I imagine, will be exactly the same, because the only difference will be a bit of tyre heat, I would say. Are we going to go? Look at some liveries while we're at it. Oh yeah, the Barbie one. He hasn't said why. Scary biker with the scary stuff. Nothing on Gear Kayla's car. Oh. I think that worked quite well last time, so I'm going to go to the back of the grid again, which is there with Nana stroke Grandad. Ooh, that was a bit too close to Nana strokes Grandad, really, wasn't it? Anyway. Go. And again, looks like Dodger's had good reactions, or good traction, or whatever, and he's going the right side this time instead of down the middle. Grandad is also going down the middle. Dodgy first corner to go side by side with people. But looks like this time Dodger has managed to get himself into second. Scary third, get Kayla, Grandad, Chris, Teflon, they're all together, but Dodger now making a move for the lead, I think, is he? Or is he going defensive? No, it's both, actually. Is Scary going to send it? He is, and they're kind of both arguing over who has the right to turn in. Scary's going to hold that one. Any victims? No, everyone got through. So can Dodger get that back? Oh, there comes Kayla. He was good through these corners before. Can he do the same sort of thing again? He's got the better exit. Dodger would have definitely had to have lifted that. So, is he going to go straight down the inside? Yep. Whoa, don't it scary though, he's gone too deep. Watch the blue car coming up the inside. Oh, and Grandad as well, is he? Not quite. Chris watches on. Teflon and Ricky might be having their own battle. They might have dropped off the pack a little bit. And again, Scary is making a run for it, whilst everyone else costs each other time, battling away, which is the nature of sprint races. So, who's skipping that? Whoa, yeah, there's a lot of bumping over that, isn't there? I want to see if anyone's making it clean over that sausage curb, but not quite. So, looks like Gear Kayla might have had a better exit though. He's going to take Dodger down the inside. Is he going to go too deep again? Oh, Scary's gone too deep. Oh, and that's actually Dodger, looking like he's about to lose second place, is suddenly in the lead. Gear Kayla has followed through, so I think Scary just made a mistake on his own, and Grandad's had him as well. First to fourth in about 4 corners. So Dodger is going to go deep. You're getting that red stuff, you can't turn. And Gear Kayla should be able, well, he's going to get past him on time, but I don't think he's going to get car length. Yeah, they're going to go side by side again. And this time, as nearly said, Nana, Grandad almost took advantage of it. There's so much battling. So you don't need loads of cars to have a good race. You just need loads of drivers of a similar ability, all in it to win it. And it's like Chris has managed to catch this battle a bit as well as a result. So it was 4 for the lead, it looks like now 5. So Gear Kayla's off second lead. Grandad almost pushing Dodger through that corner, and they've had to compromise both their exits, and that will give Gear Kayla a break, which it has. So now we've got Scary trying to maybe get some revenge on Grandad, is he? No. Oh, Grandad's gone deep though, and Chris has got a penalty, so that might drop those two off the battle for the lead. Oh, meanwhile, Ricky and Teflon having a bit of a scrap. So Gear Kayla is out of slipstream range. Can he stay out of slipstream range? mistake in these corners would ruin that. It's like most of them are getting a pretty good line through there. Ricky and Teflon still at it. And swapping positions. That's pretty good. Keeping it safe, yep, quick to the top. So, looks like currently positions resumed, yeah, so Grandad and Chris have dropped off the back a little bit. Mistake from Grandad and a penalty for Chris. So it might only be 3 for the lead now, but yeah, Kayla, fastest lap, and he was gapping second, but it might be coming down a little bit actually. Go up and down a little bit, different lap techniques, different setups, different mods. Yeah, some of them riding that sausage curb. It's quite a good angle that actually. It would be a good place to watch if I was a spectator. I'll probably want to sit there and watch that in the grandstand, especially for touring car type stuff. So yeah, Kayla's lead is coming down. It is coming down. Dodger's getting on it. What's his sector times like? Is it him going faster, or is it Kayla going slower? It looks like it's Dodger going faster. So having shaken off most of the attention, it looks like he's able to get his head down. Oh, Scary's gone off wide. So now I think we've all got gaps. Yeah, they're all bigger than slipstream distance, so it's all down to your lap technique now. And runs onto things like these straights. So I wonder if one's got a more revvy car. No, they're both revving to about the same. So Dodger did set fastest lap on that lap. And he is moving away from Scary and hovering, sort of getting closer to Gear Kayla. He's better through that first corner, that's for sure. About over the sausage curb, so he avoided it. Everyone else sort of hitting it. But Gear Kayla has put in a good fast sector, so I'm guessing Dodger has as well, because the gaps sort of not changed that much. I mean, apart from that, but that'll equalise. That's different lines into that hairpin. Don't think Grandad and Scary are quite done yet. So yeah, his gaps ebbing and flowing. So Kayla's half a second up. Dodger must also be about half a second up. Line through here, not too bad. Kayla could have used more track. So I'm guessing Dodger got a better exit, and it looks like he has. Can he get that slipstream back? 3/4 of a second you need. Tighter line. Didn't use as much exit curb, but he's going to lose it though. He was briefly in that slipstream. So we got yeah, it was a quicker lap, so 37.0, 36.8. And they're completely gapping Scary and Grandad, who are having their own battle. Chris watching it, and Ricky looks like he's winning the battle over Teflon. Hit the curb, avoided the curb. Or sausage curb, avoided it. Kind of rode it. You need to straddle it like that. Chris did. Got that right. But I don't think he had the confidence to keep it pinned though. A good attempt from Ricky to do that. Now we're within, was this last lap 9 minutes? It was nearly 10 laps before, wasn't it? But I think there's been quite a bit of time lost. Yeah, Dodger went a bit wide on that corner. So it really is going to come down to the line, isn't it? And that's almost like, is it going to be 6 laps or 7? It's going to be very close, isn't it? Ooh, 20 seconds to get from here to possibly. Those two aren't done yet either. Yeah, I think it's going to be an extra lap. It must be a faster race, this one. Yep, these two are definitely going to go on for another lap. Scary is no finish, so they're finished. Chris is going to come in 5th. Okay, and Teflon's still working it out. So can Dodger do anything? Oh, he's not had a good run into the chicane, and he's still avoiding that curb. Whereas Gear Kayla's, well, I think you don't aim to ride it, you aim to straddle it. Just put one wheel either side of that sausage curb. His line is a little bit deep into there. Dodger's taken a much more efficient line, and that's got him back, or almost into slipstream range. I think it's going to be a little bit, not quite enough, is it? Don't think he's going to manage it. Trouble is, when you're really trying to close down a gap, you tend to end up going too fast and costing yourself time, and I think that's exactly what's happened there. Yeah, Caleb races in VR though, so he's got no idea that what the gap is, which is just incredible that you have that problem. But anyway, all he can do is look in his rearview mirror and see if the car's getting smaller or not, and he can get target fixation. He's going to be deep in the last corner, but he's going to get away with it. So he will win race 2. Good attempt by Dodger. I don't think there's going to be any better laps. So Dodger got the fastest lap, so they'll actually end up with equal points. Oh, that's good effort. And they get the extra lap, so everyone else looks like they're a lap down. So Scary is 3rd. Still pretty reasonable results for him. Grandad stroke Nana 4th. Chris 5th, Ricky 6th, and Teflon 7th, having their own private battle as well. Cool. So lobby readjusts for the 30-minute endurance race in the Maserati Gran Turismo, isn't it? Which will have tyre wear on and fuel burn on and a choice of tyres. So what I'll do is, because I'm needing that comfort break, is wait for the lobby to change, someone to go out. I'll pick an auto follow victim. And hopefully the lobby doesn't crash, because that looks quite like a lengthy delay. Oh, no, we're in. Accept says 10 minutes. Come on, hurry up, I need to go. He's realised before I could type it. Yes. Alright, has he got it right this time? 30 minutes, that's more like it. Random weather. Full setup allowed. Tyre wear and fuel consumption on. 647 brake, 1200 kilos, hards and softs available. Okay. And it is in that Gran Turismo S, whatever it is. So I'm going to pick, I won't pick Gear Kayla because we'll pick Chris, because I always seem to pick Gear Kayla. So there you go, Chris is going to give you something to watch. Alright, I'll be back. I think Lightstream's having problems at my end, but it seems to be broadcasting alright. Oh, we've got Summerus has joined us. That's good of him. Well, that looks to be okay, but YouTube is going wrong, as YouTube always does. But no, it does seem to be okay. So why does that say game source offline? Well, I'll keep an eye on that, see what happens. Anyway, has Chris been sat in the pit this whole time? No, we've got... Well, that's handy. Dodger's doing some... No, Teflon's doing some meaningful laps. He's done like on lap 5 on the softs, and that right front is destroyed. Sneeze. Alright, and Dodger, similar sort of laps on the hard, so a bit like last night then. There's going to be a big difference between the softs and the hards. I'll sneeze again. Oh, Teflon's off. I had a good look at that. Oh yeah, it's kind of like looking like a Laguna. So, Dodger is able to do 34s on those halves, but he doesn't look very consistent though. Ricky's out on track as well. With a highlighted front splitter on that. Summerus no livery. He'd be guest driving. Ricky's having a pirouette. So that's all he was out about. And make sure they're not waiting for me. Where is he? Hopefully that isn't going to launch for the start. Let's see how Dodger's getting on those hard tyres. So he's on lap 6 by the looks of it. So they would comfortably do the distance, but not judging by the fuel it won't, no. What's that, 9 minutes on lap times, roughly. Oh, gone straight on. Yeah, okay, we're going to start. Yeah, I'll leave it on that view, I think. I don't know if there's any NOS runners at the back. Oh yes, got Teflon. Teflon's running NOS. Let's watch him off the line. See if he gets a beast of a start. Go. Oh, looks pretty safe. Ricky's moving to the inside early. Teflon is not using his NOS, so I go to the front. Kayla leads. And Dodger follows. Look at some of the sprint race, but Scary wants to have a look down the inside. Big heavy cars, it's well, actually big heavy cars, 1200 kilos. It's big heavy car standard, not modded. So Summerus manages to go up the inside of Scary. Oh, sorry, Dodger on the exit of the chicane. Everyone else looks like they got through. Oh, and That's all a bit chaotic. I can't really tell you what's going on there. Summerus emerges in second place though. And Dodger's going wide. Is he going to spin it? Oh no, he just held it, got on the grass. He's going to... Oh, Chris goes fully sideways. But everyone sort of survived. Kayla has a 2-second lead pretty much already. What's he on? He's on the softs, so's Summerus. Scary's on hards though. Again, I think he's doing what he did yesterday, which is go for the alternate strategy. Yesterday he managed to run it out of fuel. Will he do the same? Look at the front. So yeah, go. Well, that lead's come down by half a second. So we got Scary and Grandad together. Dodger's in 5th. Teflon 6th. Ricky, Chris. I think that lead is sort of hovering, isn't it, around that 1.5 seconds. Imagine this car. You can see the different lines. Some of them riding the curb, some not. Much harder to do in VR, which I think is Gear Kayla and Ricky at the very least. So some of us has taken loads of time out of Gear Kayla on that lap, not that straight even. So despite being guest driver, it looks like he has pace, but he's sliding that car around that sort of slide, whatever that setup he has. I think that car's going to be very difficult to drive on the hard tyres. But it seems to be working for now. Scary's managed to drop Grandad a little bit. And Dodger's also on the hard tyres. Chris then catching up with Ricky after his full-on slide. So 33s, but some of us are at 32. We've got Teflon. Oh, I think Chris has managed to get past Ricky. Who was it had the NOS? It was Teflon, wasn't it? It's used a little bit so far. Oh! What's happened to Gear Kayla? Oh, I don't think I'm going to get there quick enough. He spun it on... As he hit that sausage curb. Bang. He has. It's the chance you take with it. And it is quick if you can straddle it, but if you hit it and you hit it too hard, very easy to do. Heavier rear-wheel drive car, much easier to lose. So now he's got to deal with that again, and that's... If he gets held up by Dodger on hards, it's going to ruin his strategy quite a bit. Scary looks sitting fairly pretty. He's got no one around him, no pressure. He can focus on his strategy and perfecting his lap. Ooh. So yeah, that gap has come down a little bit, not much. Grandad 3rd, Geek Kayla's at 4th. He has managed to get past. Didn't see that. And yeah, must have done it into the last corner. And that gap's going up and down, but should be going up really. So again, Kayla needs to catch up with Grandad. Oh, Grandad's got massive front right tyre wear compared to well, all the other. Well, Teflon's fairly high, but Yeah, Grandad has massive right front tyre wear. He might not have a setup for this car though. But that's extreme. So get Caleb. I mean that'll even affect his grip going through right-handers as much as left-handers. It'll still drag the tyre across the track. Get kind of sporting damage. Oh, and Grandad, did he let him through, or did he just? I think he let him through actually. We'll just go deep. Well, sort of that deep effectively let him through. Well, that's. Oh, in fact, he's in. Yeah, because he has destroyed that front tyre. Summer straddling that curb nicely. Scary riding it. Kayla got the first one, not quite the second one. Dodger playing it safe. So much lap time to be gained. But there's, oh, it's Chris sliding it. But there's, looks like Ricky's got some company. Yeah, but as get Kayla proved, if it goes wrong, it really goes wrong. So if I look at sees this tyre, so he's about half gone. Summerus. Scurry's used more fuel. Yeah, it's like Summerus and Gig kind of got similar tyre wear. As does Scary Biker and Artful Dodger, I think. On the Haas, Teflon is going to have to pit. Oh, Chris. Oh, it's just almost caught it, but not quite. Yeah, so Grandad out on the soft tyres, even judging by the tyre wear he's got, and I don't know if that's because he's running. Is he running? If he's running Nana's account, does that mean he's running Nana's setup? Yeah, Teflon is pitting. In which case, it might not be. Well, might not be a great setup, but it also would appear to not be a setup which matches Grandad's driving style. That's the thing about setup. People think, oh yeah, give me a fast setup. No, it's not what you do with setup. Not always, not exclusively. It's for 50% a fast setup, but it's also a setup that suits your driving style. You can't have a fast setup if you can't maximise it. When I'm setting the car up, I always set it up to suit how I like to drive cars, which is big turn in, but not too much. Not too worried about maintaining apex speed and then getting on the power early, hard and early. That's what I always like. And I'll set a car up to do as much as that's possible, so someone could have a setup which is completely different, could be even faster. But if I can't drive it like that, I'll hate it. It'll frustrate me, and the first thing I'll do is I'll just go and change it. I won't care how fast it is. I might take a few similar elements, but I'd still be trying to set it up to do what I want it to do. And then you don't have to adapt your driving style then. And you don't have to think about how a car wants to be driven. So Kane has been in for his softs and he's come out right with Grandad. No, he avoided the curb that time. I didn't get a good exit at all though. Just different. Oh, I thought he was going to try and turn in and close the door too late then. And there's a demonstration of how much time you can make up if you get that chicane exit right. Enough to comfortably overtake someone, even way before even slipstreaming on the straight, let alone braking. So is Summerus coming in? on the 11-minute mark, or will he try one more lap? He's going to try another lap. I would, because that will take him to about, what's that going to be, 13 on the 13th minute. 12 and a half. More laps you can get out of those softs, the less laps you have to do on those hards. Unless, oh, hang on. These two still battling it out. This is costing Gear Kaler time. He probably has the faster car and setup for himself. Can he get down the inside on the exit for the chicane? No, not quite. That corner looked good. Oh, stayed off the curb there. And tailed it safe again, the better exit. Look, it's just all about the exit. But it looks like Grandad has a really fast car in a straight line. Not fast enough. So that's one down for Gear Kaler. Summer's going to pit. I think yes. He is. So Gear Kaler's 27 seconds back. That should be way too much. And it's really going to be a case of how far Scary wants to go on his tyres. He's seen how far everyone else has gone. Because he's not playing in VR and he can do that. He can see it. So, where is he's coming out? Yep, he's way ahead of Gear Kaler then. So that's net lead of about 3.5 seconds. So the hard runners are now starting to empty their tank. Oh, this is interesting. So if you can only do 15 minutes on the fuel, unless you want to stop twice, you're going to have to do 15 minutes on the softs. Or are we going to see Gear Kaler and Summerus do massive short shifting here? Yeah, Gear Kaler looks like he is. Oh, well, maybe, maybe not. But that fuel is not going to get an extra lap for Scary. He ran out of fuel yesterday. Sure he doesn't want to do it again. But that means at 14 minutes he's going to have to do 16. Yeah, he's coming in. 16, and if he crosses the line at the wrong time, possibly 17.5 minutes on the set softs. There's no way that's going to happen. This car looks like it may be way too hard on its tyres. Yep, Dodger's in as well. So the soft hard runners resume the lead. And Gear Kaler sets fastest lap. Oh no, it's hard. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Gear Kaler's gone soft, hasn't he? He's gone soft. So he's doing 2 stops. But I think, unless Summerus tries to pull one, but he's not saving fuel, he could save a pit stop. He's got track position. He can hold Gear Kaler up if he wants. Interesting. So up for Dodger and Scary, big gap between them, but they're both on the same strategy. Ricky's still running on the hards, and he's up to 5th from that. And Grandad's, yeah, he's pitted for hards. Chris is on the softs. Teflon's on the hards. I think there might be a mix of 1 and 2 stops going on here. if you can make the fuel last. We'll have to wait to see how this pans out. There's no way gear Kayla's, well, tyres or fuel are going to get to the end, are they? Look, no way, so he's going to be stopping again. But Summerus is not short shifting. He might be on a fuel map that we can't see. And he's got 3/4 of a tank. Full tank gets you to half distance. He's past half distance. Possibly doable. Scary's catching him faster on the soft tyres. In fact, 37. That was a really bad lap from Summerus. Sorry. So something. Oh, yep. Scary goes down the inside. Summerus is not really letting him go. He's just switched him back. Okay. I mean, that will ultimately cost them both time. And I just noticed it's getting a bit dull out there, isn't it? Yeah, Scary's gone past him now. So you can tell without looking at the sky, you get like a sheen on the track. So okay, Kayla's going to be out for, well, I'd say 2 laps more at least. Scary's got a 5-second gap to him. And you've got to run both tyres, so if you go out softs again, yeah. Oh, Summerus is coming in. That's not what I expected coming in. So he is doing a 2-stop. He's going to do as little time as possible on the slower hard tyre. And do 2 longish stints on the softs. That's what I expect anyway. Yeah, he's come out on softs. And just ahead of Dodger. So he'll be going to the finish then. It's all about what can Gear Kayla and Scary Biker do. Scary's taken, oh, until he went wide there, more than a second out of Gear Kayla, but totally different fuel loads. I thought he was going to spin it there. Scary's got that counter steer assist. Really does work. So I think that's going to be a pit stop this lap, isn't it? I think it's guaranteed pit stop. So a quick look through the field. Yeah, a bit of field spread towards the back. So yeah, again, Kayla is in. So he will have a tyre offset to Summerus, and on the softs, on a car which is expensive on the tyres like this, that could be significant. Dodger's going to go past Gear Kayla as well though. That's not handy for him. He's got to take, well, possibly 4 positions on track. Just looking through the field. So 15 seconds. And Gear Kayla hasn't caught Dodger that fast. And he's definitely not fuel saving either, so yeah, those softs won't make it. The fuel might, but the softs won't surely. So gap has come down a little bit as Scary's tyres start to fade away. He's going to have to stop, isn't he? He's done the hards, he's done the softs, so he can do another stint on the softs. Is that what he's planning? There's his lap time. 33.1. So I'm expecting Summerus to be a fair bit quicker than that. And a 31.9. Dodger is a 33.9, and I didn't see that. 34.8, but that's an outlap. And the hards, yep, so he's got a finish on the hards. So it's going to be Summerus and Dodger. I say Summerus really. He's going to have to hope. He's going to have to hope his tyres do not make it to the end. That's going to be interesting. This. It's going to a bit more obviously pan its way out over the next probably 5 minutes. Let's have a quick look through the field. Grandad was up there early on. He's in a 205. Was that just a pit stop that minute? Even the 205 was slow. Pit stop and a spin maybe. So yeah, that lead now has come down from nearly 16 seconds to under 13, and I think he'll be in this lap as soon as he kind of cut across the track. Yeah, he is. Oh, did he hit that white line? It will give you a penalty if you ride that line. That's close. We'll find out in a minute. So Summerus will resume the lead. Kayla is coming down the start-finish straight, but I think Scary is out in front of him. He is. So he's on the better tyres. Interesting. Mixed strategies, I like it. That's what you want. A good straddle of the curb there. Scary launches over it. Kayla launches over it. This could be anybody's. So Summerus has 2 and a bit seconds, but Scary's tyres are what, 2 laps fresher? But Kayla is... he wins the crossover, going to happen. If Summerus's tyres could be absolutely spent by the last lap, and if they go fully red, you'll lose 5 seconds a corner. Or has Teflon seen him? Yeah, he has. I think he muscled his way through anyway, lapping him. Okay, Kayla is probably going to catch him on the back on the main straight, so that's not really going to cost him any time. Summerus had to make that move as well. Wasted no time. Teflon's squirrely. Kayla. Oh, sorry, Scary gets a bit of a slipstream. So we're down to 1.5 seconds. And I think Summerus might be sensing the inevitable here. Gap's still coming down. Kayla's doing, what's he doing? 33s on the hards. So at the minute, the softs are still quicker. 1.2. We can do this actually. Well, that view will do. Still going to be down lap technique these few corners. Just don't try and go too fast, you'll lose loads of time. Yeah, got the first corner well. So yeah, missed that one. Power on, sort of on that one. Floor it on the exit if you can. Good. Oh, right onto the edge of the curb. So then a 1 second. He's coming. So 4.5 minutes. Oh, what? He's pitting. Huh? Does he not have the fuel? I mean, he hasn't got the fuel. Summerus hasn't got the fuel. What? And it's not like a pit lane you can accidentally go in. He's had a splash and dash. He doesn't think he's got the fuel. And Summerus he's fuel saving, he's short shifting. Oh, get on the right view. Does that fuel gauge actually work? I think it probably does, you know. How interesting. So 33 still for Gear Kayla. Summer's in 32, so he still has the pace. 3.5 minutes left at this point of the track. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, and he's got Chris in the way. Again, I think he got out of the way. It didn't cost him too much time. I think Chris has got, yeah, a faster car. That is going to cost him time, that is. A few battles with him. But I mean, you know, if your car's faster in a straight line, it's faster in a straight line. And he's going to force his way up the inside. This is a right Rennie Arnoux performance, this. Right, so Summerus, what's he done? 34.5. So, what was that being held up, or was that crossover point? Because Gear Kale is still in the 33s. And let's have a look, see if he's still short shifting. Yeah, it looks like he is. Not in that gear. Yeah, that's a bit of a short. So, that amount of fuel, 1/8 of a tank. Yes, Chris has gone straight past again because he's not having to do any fuel saving, and it's actually battling with him. It costs him loads of time. That leads now, that's gone down by about 1.5 seconds. I mean, you can overtake if you're being lapped, but you're also supposed to get out of the way. If you're going to overtake, you need to disappear. 6.5 seconds. So we need to find out these lap times. Scary is only 2 seconds back. So he didn't change the tyres, so he thinks they're okay. And he is still lapping faster. So Summerus these lap times must be just about... It's Chris just costing him time. That's a 37.3, that's a disaster lap. Yeah, it's Scary, still the fastest man on the track. So this, despite the splash and dash, this is going to be the last lap. I think as long as Summerus doesn't run out of fuel, he'll be alright. He probably wants a slipstream from Chris here. I couldn't tell you if he's close enough. Possibly. So look at these two. Oh, looks like Scary hasn't had a great exit out of the chicane. Yeah, so Summerus is starting to fall back from Chris. You got 4.5 seconds. It's really a case of now that fuel. But he's playing guest driver, so he may actually just not care about running out of fuel and just let these two past anyway to not interfere with their championships. And this is probably the main battle, to be fair. So what kind of... Oh, he's understeered out a little bit. I was going to say, what kind of exit is Scary going to get? And he's had a good exit. He has had a very good exit. Gear Kale is going to go defensive. Right down to the last corner. Is he going to outbrake himself? He has. Oh, but is he going to cut back up the inside? Can we see him? No. And Summerus has actually decided to take the win. Oh, that was close. That was pretty good. 4.5 seconds in the end, and he's got a slither of fuel left. And that gauge does work on the inside. Absolutely, we could even run out of fuel on the cool down lap. So we got Dodgers finished 4th with no one around him, and Grandad driving Nana's account. He's going to be 5th. He was up there with the leaders early on. Ricky will be 6th. Yeah, that was a good bit of tactics and loads of different ideas there on how to run that race. So some of us called it right, but then of course Kayla had that. What did he do? He did something which cost him about 5 seconds. Oh, he had that spin, didn't he? He had to spin out the chicane. Went from 1st to 4th. Yeah. So if he hadn't have done that, he would have probably have won. But he didn't. So he hadn't. So Summerus wins. And a good tactical race. But didn't quite get fastest lap. That goes to Gear K. That's an extra point for him. Scary second. So that's pretty good for that championship, I think. And then we got Dodger in 4th, yeah, and then of course big field spread. So we got Grandad, Ricky, Chris, and Teflon are all quite separated. It was really about that top 3 that race. That was a good race, that. So yeah, reduced field, but still was good. So that'll be the same time next week, 8:30. But I'll have the stream running long before then. Feel free to watch the adverts, make some money for these guys, and then they can do prize money, and they can pull themselves proper esports drivers, and maybe get a few more turning up, get it as busy as a Wednesday night. But catch you there.